Hey man.
Hey, I just want to start off by saying how much I love Let's Love. It's such a
Oh,
banger.
fantastic.
Congratulations on the song.
Oh, thank you so much. That's the best way to start.
This is what, lucky number five, or is it number four with Sia?
Oh, even more. We've done a lot together. A
Yeah.
lot. And we started in such a magic way with Titanium.
Mhm.
Uh, and she became that huge star, but she's very loyal to me and I appreciate that a lot. And she's still always here for me. So yeah, we're doing this record in a little bit of a unique conditions because we did this during confinement. Uh, I was stuck in Miami and she was at home in LA. And I just texted her like, look, I feel like the world needs a feel good song, just a simple, happy record that is, about going through this together and not against each other. Because I was watching the news and it was very depressing. There's so many tensions between people and between countries too. So yeah, so this is the idea and how the song came about.
I mean, that really comes across in the lyrics. What do you think provides or creates that special chemistry that you have together?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say, but I mean, she's incredible. Like she's my favorite artist, um, and also most of all, she's an incredible songwriter. So when I had this idea of making a song, about this that I wanted it to be to inspire people, is like almost automatic that I would go to her.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like we wrote this as a ballad at first. I just sent her like piano chords, and then when I started to think of, what direction I was going to take for production, um, I was feeling like, okay, the '80s are probably the moment where, you know, music was like, no shame of being simple and feel good.
Yeah.
Those huge choruses, and I was like, okay, this is the perfect direction. And I'm very inspired by Pat Benatar from the '80s, and when I produced the song, I sent it back to Sia. She's like, it's crazy how you feel me because this is a little bit in the vibe of Pat Benatar, and I love Pat Benatar. And we always, for some reason, without even knowing it,
Hmm.
we have like similar references, and you know. I don't know. I don't know. We just like a lot of the same things.
That's amazing. I mean, I love Pat Benatar too. Uh, I just kind of wanted to ask a little bit if you still remember the first time you met her or the first time you worked with her. Like, I mean, going back to Titanium, was it an initial chemistry between you two?
Yes, yes. The first time we worked together with was Titanium, and it was
Mhm.
like so magic. What's funny is that we were working. Supposedly, she was going to be only a songwriter, and I was going to be only a producer, and we were going to make this record for somebody else. And I was like, okay, first, this record is too big. There's no way I'm giving it away. Uh, I'm keeping the record for myself. And second, it's impossible that anyone is gonna sing it better than you. So please, I'm begging you, stay on the record. And she's like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to be an artist anymore. I want to. I want to be a songwriter, and you know, I don't want this life anymore. And I said, look, I promise you, like, this is going to be big. I can feel it. And she said, okay, but no videos, no promo, no touring. I'm like, okay, I just want your voice. And then she's like, okay, deal. And we didn't know, but it was the first of many.
Yeah, I mean, that song's still a classic. You still hear that a lot when, everywhere. Um, I think one of the really exciting things for me as well about the song is that, as you were mentioning, it does feel right for 2020. Um, how hard is it to write an uplifting song or to make uplifting music when the world is not such a happy place?
Well, it's actually the reason why we did this.
Mhm.
I really felt, you know, when I produced I Got a Feeling with the Black Eyed Peas, it was at the peak of the financial crisis. The world was an absolute disaster. And we made uh, a very simple, feel good song. And to me, it's actually the other way around. And that's what I said to Sia, you know,
Yeah,
when everything is dark, people need to forget about everything, and people need to be inspired by something that makes them feel good.
yeah. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. Um, when you're talking about making music during lockdown, how hard is that opposed to going into a studio? If you're like, I guess you're sending stems, or how does that all work?
Well, actually, uh, the lesson I got from the lockdown
Oh,
is that
okay.
I love working like this. I know some artists that don't, but I actually felt like those Zoom sessions were incredibly productive.
Hmm.
Um, and, you know, it would happen that I would be playing some chords in Miami, and someone would be singing in Los Angeles, and another friend would be playing the guitar in Canada, um, all on the same session. Uh, but what I thought was really magic is the fact that everybody's at home. Um, there's no pressure of delivering.
Hmm.
And one of the things that is difficult when you go to a studio with someone for the first time is, you know, we all a little bit shy. You're scared to do something that is not so good. Um, you feel the pressure of having to deliver a hit because, you know, we rented a studio, people investing money. And when everybody's working from home, all of this is gone. You
Hmm.
know, you just vibe, and if it happens, good. If it doesn't, it's fine. You know, because you're from home. You know, so for me, it was actually a great experience to work like this. And
Okay.
yes, we would just vibe together. And then when we have something that is good enough, you know, send stamps and exchange, you know, me sending the music, the other person sending me the vocals, and then, you know, working on my laptop. And yeah, it's great. I love working like this, actually.
I mean, that might explain why you've been so busy this year. You've got the future rave sound going on. You've got all of these like remixes. I know that you do it under your other names, like the Joel Corey remix. I mean, how do
Yes.
you juggle everything?
Well, you know, I'm not touring. So usually, I mean, touring takes an insane amount of time just because of traveling. So in all a second, I was like, oh my God, I have all this time. So I started to study new things in music first because I love learning, and also started so many projects. We did the Future Wave EP with Morton. I did this record with Sia, but it's also the beginning of a full cycle of pop music that is coming. Um, and yeah, the Jack Back remixes. I love keeping myself busy.
Yeah, so David, my last question is you said something really exciting there about starting a new cycle. Does that mean we're going to get album number 8?
It's possible, but at least there's a few singles that are coming. That's for sure.
Okay, I can't wait to hear it. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.